Alright guys, so welcome to this quick tutorial. I'm going to be showing you how to create your own crypto exchange website. So crypto is going off the roof, the prices are rising, and a lot of crypto exchange companies are out there. And trust me, if you have this skill, you'll be able to make a lot of money from this. So how many times have you come across an ad telling you about how to exchange your crypto, your gift card, or any type of currency? So I'm going to be showing you this video how to create this awesome looking crypto exchange website. And you can actually see our latest exchange, right? You could see them here. You could look at it. It's looking awesome. And one of the beautiful things about this website is that you could just come and input the amount of crypto you're willing to exchange, right? So basically we're going to be doing crypto coin and British cash. And so if I just say I want to change my 20, okay, so there's, let me say, we're going to change my 10 cryptocurrency, which is extremely large, right? So you could actually see it here. So this is actually a demo account, so you will not really see the actual figure in details, but this is what I'm going to be showing you in this tutorial. And trust me, it is totally free. It is free for you to have. So if you're seeing this video from the art, so please do well to click and go to my YouTube channel. Do not forget to subscribe, and let us go into creating this awesome looking, beautiful crypto exchange website. And trust me, you don't need to master any coding skill, you don't need to do any coding, you don't need to have any prior knowledge of probably WordPress or going through the long process. In this video, I'm going to be showing you the step-by-step process, right? And trust me, it's not going to take more than an hour, and you'll be able to build your own crypto investment site. You'll be able to build your own crypto exchange website, and you could actually learn this as a skill and teach other people. You could learn it as a skill and sell it to people who own exchange. I want to build a platform that will make it easier for them to exchange their cryptocurrency easily and very fast. So watch me through the process as I take you on how to create this beautiful site. Also, do not forget to click on the subscription button. Do not forget to click on the bell icon to get notification of my latest video. All right. And so I'm going to be using Namecheap for this process. So follow me. Let's go into that. All right. So welcome back. And now we're going to be going into creating this awesome looking site. So the first thing you need to do is you need to get a hosting and a domain name, and you can actually use Namecheap or HostGator or Hosting. All right, but for this I'm going to be using Namecheap because it makes it easier for any person to actually use it to create a website. So basically, if you don't have a Namecheap account, I'll put a video in the description directing you how to create a Namecheap, get a hosting and a domain if this is your first time. You could just go through the video with me, and if you decide that this is what you want to learn and this is what you need, then you could actually go into creating that Namecheap account. But if you're already a Namecheap user, you have a hosting and a domain, then why not just follow through the step and the process. So the first thing we want to do is that we want to go into our cPanel. That is where we're going to that is where we're going to be going that's where we're going to install the script we're going to be using for this tutorial, right? So we're going to be using a script, and the script will cover everything you need. So by the way, if you still need the script, just do well to reach out to me. The script is paid. I will not deny you that. I will not tell you that. I will not say this, I won't say otherwise. All right, so the script is paid and it's something you could afford. But by the way, let's just go through the process. If you decide that this is what you want, they will know how to make that possible and available for you. So the next thing we want to do is we want to, once you get to your cPanel, we want to go to database. Just click on type data and you will get this. It's called my SQL database. So we're going to be creating a database that will be holding the information that this website will need. All right, so let me just put this out there. Don't be scared. This is a very simple process, and anybody at any stage of life can actually do this. So for this, we're going to be calling our database exchange, right? We're going to be calling it an exchange. So just leave it as an exchange, and we'll just click on the create database. The next you want to do is just click on go back, and we want to create a user. So we have the database. Now we need to create a user that will link to the database. All right. So we're going to still be calling that exchange. We want to maintain the same name, and for password, you're going to use the password generator to create a secure password. So make sure you copy this password, and I'm just going to save it somewhere. But before that, I have to just click on I have copied, then use this. Then you want to click create user. All right, so while creating users, I'm just going to save the password somewhere. These are all the same. So when you click on add, then we want to click on add all privilege, or I mean all privilege. All right, so we're going to give them all privilege. So the user will have all access to the data, and the data will have access to the user. That's just what we want to do. So we just click on make changes, and that has been done successfully. The next thing that is very important is we need to add the database. Now it's called MySQL. We're going to be adding the database into what we just created, and for this we just need to type php, and we want to click on php my admin. So we'll wait for it to load up. While that is still taking place, I want to still go on and select PHP version. Now there is a version for this script, right, that must be taken into recognition unless your script may load the wrong way. All right, so you probably may be getting the wrong thing if you do not take if you don't remember to make sure that the version for the script is actually what you're using. Now, if you're opening it for the first time, your Namecheap cPanel may be coming with the version 8.1 or 8.0, or even the version 8.3. So you want to make sure to keep it at version 4. Then make sure to click, is for instance, if I put on 3, you see, make sure to click on apply. All right, so but mine is on 4, so I'm just going to leave it that way. Now, why? So our PHP admin has opened up. So on the left hand side, we want to look for this called this, where you have your exchange, and click on it. Then navigate to import, and we're going to be importing our data. So we're going to be choosing the data which will be made available to you. So once that has been loaded, what we want to do is we want to click on import. So we have successfully imported, okay, 118 inquiries executed. So that being done, we have to go back to our cPanel here, and we could also just let me cancel this. We want to go back to our cPanel here, and what we want to type here is we want to type a file manager. So you could just type file manager or file, and you're going to see the option for file manager here. Now, if you are going to be using your domain directly, what you want to do is when you get to your file manager, be very careful at this point. This is the most delicate and important point. So once you get to your file manager here, if you're going to be using your domain, all right, so I'm going to be using a what is called a subdomain. If you want to have an idea on how to create a subdomain, I'll put a video link in the description below to just show you how to create your subdomain in case you want to use that. So probably you have a Namecheap account, and on your domain, which is probably script.com is your domain, and you already have a website in it, but you still want to just try your hand on this new script, you have to use a subdomain, which could be learn.script.com. So I'm just going to put a video in the description below for you to check the video on how to create a subdomain using Namecheap, and you could actually follow through with the process. All right. So like I said, if you're going to be using your domain, you want to make sure to go to public underscore HTML. All right. But if I open mine, you'll notice that there is already a site here, so I cannot use it. So what I want to be using is a subdomain. And for that subdomain, I'm going to be using phone.ziplightstudio.com, and you can see it's actually empty. So what I want to do is I want to be uploading the script that will run our website. So I just click on upload. I'm going to be clicking on select files. So we have the script here, it's called project. So like I said, all of these will be made available to you in case you are interested in learning and practicing this process. So I'm going to be giving out the script for a very fair price. So in case you're interested, do well to just reach out to me in the contact below, or you can just pay directly using the link for payment below. But I would prefer whatever you prefer, right? So just wait for this to load up. Alright, so after the file has completed, it has loaded completely, it will show this green. So just make sure to click on this to go back. Now what you want to do is you want to click on it and right click, alright, probably on your mouse if you're using a mouse or just on your touchpad. Alright, so just click on extract and just click extract files. So click on close. Alright, you want to do well to delete this, okay? So you can just press the delete key on your PC. Alright, you can skip changes if you can skip, you can skip the trash. Alright, so if you want to delete it permanently, but if you don't want to, just make sure to not check this and just click on confirm. But for me, I'm not going to be deleting that yet. So what you want to do is you want to open this project up, then click on select all. When you do that, you want to click on move. Alright, so just make sure to delete the project and click on move files. So if I will successfully move to, probably if you're using a domain, to move to your domain, if you're using to a subdomain, you're going to move to your subdomain. So you can actually see that here. Now remember, we started by creating our database, right? And our database user and linking them together. Then we also imported our database itself into the database and database user we've created. And don't forget to keep saving that password. You're going to be using it pretty soon. So after we've extracted and we've done this, what we want to do is we want to just come here and go to the subdomain. For you, if you're going to be using, if you're using a domain, do well to do the same thing and just wait for it to load up. So probably you may really get this, all right? It's telling you access deny and all. So you don't have to worry. Just click on slash and click on type install, right? I think okay. Just type install and enter. So you're going to get project installation. So you're going to be going through this installation process together. So when you click on check requirement, so I have all the requirements. So just click on check permission. In case you don't have all the requirements, you could just do well to reach out to me. I'm going to show you how to do that. I don't want to include that in this video, but you should have all permissions, right? It's normal. You should. So just click on check again. All right, so we have this other permission here. You will probably not have any of this. I'm going to show you how to go about this particular one. So you want to go back to the file, and what we're looking for is bootstrap catch. All right, so you're going to see bootstrap here. You should just click where to open it. I'm going to see your catch. So do the same thing, right click, then click on change permission. Just check this to make it 7, so 775, then click on change permission. So the second one we want to look at is storage app, storage framework, storage log. So all of them are on the same file. So we want to just click on one level back and go to storage here. So we have them here. So I want to click on select all, then right click, change permission, just move this and click on save changes. Then we click on check again. So what it's going to do is to refresh it, and you notice that we all have all of them available and that's done green. So click on set up product. So you're going to be putting your license key here. So I'm going to be covering this, right? So I'll provide you license key. All right, so you're going to be putting in your license key and your email address and all that important information. So I'm just going to cover the license key. You probably will not see it, and the email address. Then what we want here is you want to make sure you call this local host. Then our database name, which is this. All right, you can also get a database name from your database here. Okay, so we just click on type database. So we have MySQL database. Make sure that's what you're clicking, not the wizard. Now you want to do well to just copy this, right? You want to do well to copy this. Then we'll go back here and we just input it. So we're going to be doing the same thing for the database username. So that's why we needed to use Exchange for both. Now for your password, I told you to save that, so we're going to be using that here. So just copy this and I'm going to input that password here. Then click on proceed. So you can do well to update and save the password and all. So we have successful. So we have successfully installed the script. This is just to tell you that the process of having this website for ourselves has been completed. So like I promised you, in less than 1 hour, you have your website. So what we want to do is just click on continue and it will take you to our site. And voila, you have a complete crypto exchange site. So I'm just going to walk you through some process of changing few things, and I'll let the video end here. So I hope this video helps you. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to click on the bell icon to get notification more of our on more of our tutorials, right? So this is it. All right, this is it. You can actually go through it yourself. So first thing first, we're going to go to the admin panel, right? So we're going to be making some few changes. We're going to be changing the logo. We're going to be creating our own exchange plan so that we can get a commission for every time a person exchange on our site, and how much we want to buy and how much we want to sell. So for this, we just need to go here and just click on this and click on type of your admin. So it takes you to where you're going to be putting your admin information. All right. So I'm just click on sign in. Now it will prompt you to do something quickly. So it is going to be setting up your cron job. So what's cron job? Cron job is just an automated system so that things on your site will automatically just work, right? So I'm going to be showing you how to do that pretty soon. All right, away. All right. So what you want to do is you want to still go back to your C panel and you want to type on cron jobs, right? And it's pretty simple to set this up. Anybody can. I actually have set up two here, so I'm going to delete both just to give space for us to do this. So you can set more than one cron job, two cron jobs. I'm just doing this to just make it easier for you to understand. All right, like I said, I'm doing this to make it easier for you to understand. All right, so what we want to do is I'm just going to move this closer here. So we're going to be copying the first command for email and XMS to make the process automated. All right, so you want to leave this as once per 5 minutes. All right, so that's the limit that has been given to us. You can actually read it here. So do it to leave that way. And once you do that, every other thing will come into place. So just do it to paste that command you copied and click on add. You get a successful, that it has been added successfully. So you want to do the same thing for your other cron job, right? So it's called command for gates update rates, right? So automatically update rates, it will be automatically updated. So you want to do the same thing once per 5 minutes. Every other thing will come into place. Paste your command and click on add cron job. It has been added successfully. That has been taken care of. So we're going to cancel this and you can see this is your dashboard. Basically, this is your dashboard, and I just want to open this up, right? I'm just going to open a second, just going to open it so we could be seeing the front end and the back end. So this is basically for just the admin. If you want to get a user, you have to create an account through registration or just log in if you already have an account. So I'm just going to be doing some basic setup. So first thing first, we want to do well to change our admin. So we click on profile. So I'm going to be calling this safe lights, and I'll call this studio the IO studio. Then I'm just gonna leave this contact. So you could do well to change it and put in your contact. And also I'm going to change this to our logo. So once you do that, click on submit to get that all done. The next thing you want to do is just go down, just follow me, or you can actually explore this whole process yourself. So we're going to click on basic control. So on the basic control, where we want to look at is going to be changing the name of the site. we've changed it to zip light exchange, right? You could do well to change the color. All right, for me, I love to go with the blue, light blue. Then you could change your base currency, but I'm going to be leaving base currency as USD because they're universal currency. You could leave your fraction numbers 2 or 1 depending on what you want. So all of these changes are based on you. So remember the pop-up we had telling us to set up our cron job. So you want to make sure to keep it off so that it doesn't show again after you've set it up for the first time. So if you want to put your site on maintenance mode, probably you don't want anybody to get access to it, you could actually just check this. But I advise you not to do that. Every other thing you could leave that way, but you could decide to change this if you want to. So I'll just leave it as save changes. And you could notice that our profile actually changed to Hello Studio. So basically, that being done, we want to just make few changes. I'm just going to show you how to make few changes, and I'll show you the major machine of the site. Then every other thing is open up for you to explore, to you to see how you want to go about it. All right, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go to crypto. So I'm going to be creating just two crypto. I'm going to be creating the Litecoin and the BTC. All right. So from that two coin, we're going to be setting up our exchange. So the first thing first I want to create is I want to create a BTC, and every thing I'm going to be doing here is just based on assumption, all right, based on the assumption of what I want to do, all right, and for proper understanding. So I'm going to be calling this. So this you have to call it the name. So it's a Bitcoin, and the code is BTC. The symbol for me it's a B. So how many of this coin do you have on reserve, right? How many do you have? I'm just going to put in 100. I don't have much BTC. Literally, I don't have 100 BTC, please. So I don't want anybody to think I have. I don't. It's basically for this. All right. So we have buy rate. All right. So what's the rate of one BTC to USD? So for this, I'm going to be putting 6. All right, just for understanding. And so what's the rate of BTC to USD do I want to sell? All right. So if I want to be selling one BTC, I want to sell it at 8. All right. Well, let me just leave it at 6. I'll just leave it. Okay, let me just sell as 8, right? All right. So minimum. All right. So what's the minimum a person can buy? Okay. So I'm just gonna say one BTC, maximum 500. How much do I want to charge? I don't want to give a charge, just free totally. Now the next thing I want to do is currency from. So what is this currency from? All right, and who is going to be receiving it? So basically, I'm just going to be putting my name here. So is it required? Alright, yeah, it's required. So the currency received from Brown. Just leave all of this way. So what you want to do, which is a major thing, is you want to input the instruction you want your user to have, alright, or the person who's going to be exchanging. So you want to put in send. So sorry. So let me do this. Send it to this crypto address. Alright. And we're going to be putting our image here. So, so that's been saved successfully. The next thing you want to do is we want to create another one. So you could just start the process altogether. Okay, so I just want to show you this is the one we created Bitcoin. So we're going to be creating for the Litecoin. So I'm just going to use Litecoin. Then I'll use this symbol. I'll use L as a symbol. Reserve, I use 100. One Litecoin goes for $2. We're going to be still selling for $2. And minimum 1, selling maximum is 5. We don't have any charges we want to give. So we want to put this as just the same details, literally. So send. All right, so and probably you want to give further instruction after sending to this address, all of those stuff you want to say. All right, so I'm just going to click on save changes. Okay, for the image. So the image is quite important. So now you could see that we've set up two cryptocurrency. You could do well to set up a flat. So what we mean by flat, we just need your basic currency, your US dollar, your naira, and every other currency out there. So basically we have none, but for the crypto we have two currency here. So we have your light and we have your BTC. Now we come back to this and we're just going to refresh this. So we can see that we basically have two currencies that we have here. So we see that one BTC goes for 1.333 BTC. All right. So basically, what the system does is that based on the information you've given to it, is going to calculate and give you the authentic price, right, or the right price. So basically, if I put a BTC here to Litecoin, you notice it give us one BTC will give us four Litecoin, because basically two Litecoin is equals to $8 and four BTC, I mean, six BTC is equals to $8. So if you literally look at it, we are selling one BTC for four Litecoin. Basically, and don't forget our BTC for selling is 8. It means that if you calculate it, 2, 4, 6, 8. So that's 8 in 4. So that is going to be giving us what we need. But anyways, just take out your time to understand your own setup, right? So and also remember, the person who is creating, probably if you're creating this exchange for yourself, it will be easier for you to understand. If you're creating for a client, the client, you're going to be doing all of this based on instruction. But apart from it, it is easy to understand. So once the person click on, if the person want to know what's your exchange, all right. So basically, it's just crypto to crypto. If you're going to be using crypto to flat, you're going to do BTC and you're going to come to the USD. So the person wants to know, okay, how much are you going to be buying one of their USD? So I'm just going to put this as one here to get of this. The person wants to know how much you're going to buy one BTC from them. They want to know your exchange price before they send it to you. All of these you could do from the back end, which I just showed you literally. So I'm going to be creating an account now and I'll show you how it works. So if you click on swipe currency, it's going to prompt you to log in, but we do not have, okay, I think we do not have an account. So what we want to do is to create one. So you want to just input your information here, and I want to just leave my username as admin, and I'll just do the same thing with the password. I'll leave the password as admin too. I'm going to be signing up. So you say your password must be more than 8. So I want to put the admin twice on each password. So sign up. Alright, so I'm going to update this to get the password. So basically, you could see this is what the user interface will look like. So we have our referral link, which is this, right? So if they copy and they share to any other fan, they could get a commission for referral based on what you give to them. So you have a setup for referral here, which you can actually look at. So now if they decide to just go for my exchange, they'll be able to see every exchange you have made. All right. So currently none is on their dashboard. So they can just go to home. Now, if they decide to get one BTC, decide to exchange one BTC to one Litecoin, right? And go with one. So they're going to be getting four. All right, so you're going to be getting four Litecoin. So we have this 100 Litecoin in the reserve. So if you minus 100 from four, all right, you'll be getting as 96 that will be left. All right, so what we want to do is click on swipe. Now is we calculate it. So you're going to be sending one BTC, which is this, and you're going to be receiving four Litecoin, right? They say exchange charges is 0. So our rate is one BTC is equals to four Litecoin, which we're going to be doing. And here, so basically, I forgot to mention something. Now, if doing this place, when you're editing it, what you want to make sure to do is on send currency should be their name, right? Should be their name. So you could just put name. Then on receive currency should be your name. You understand? So you're going to be typing their name because name is supposed to show here. So that was a mistake I made. So if I put in the currency is coming from Zif, right? Or probably you could still just okay, yeah. So yeah, just put name, alright, so they can input that. Then click on process exchange. Now I said, please follow the instruction below. Send this amount of BTC. Alright. Okay. So this is what you're going to be doing. So there's supposed to be an address here which I did not input. All right, we're going to look at that. But on this other part, this is the sender information. So here, what the sender is going to do is the sender is going to put in his address, right, and every other information. So we're going to be making certain changes here. All right, so we're going to be making certain changes here, like I already said. But before we do that, we're just going to go into the other part while I walk you through the process. Then we'll come back after making those changes and directing you on that. And we're going to come back and we're going to go through the remaining feeds. So first thing first, before we come back to this place, I just want to walk you through the dashboard so that I don't take much of your time. So basically you have all that's how to set up an exchange too. So you could actually change few things on the site. So if I go to our home, now, I just want to make sure I'm on the home here. All right. So I'm going to show you how to change some text information and all of that. So you could take out time and explore the system. All right. So the first thing you want to look at is manage logo. So first we can change each of the logo that are here into whatever we want to be our logo. So you click on save changes here. So what we have to do is now we have to clear all our browser cache in order for it to begin to reflect. All right. So you could, in order for it to begin to reflect, probably it will not reflect here. So what you could do to see all of this change is you could just open an incognito tab and go to your website. So another thing you could do, which I just did, was to hold down shift and press F5, right? So it's going to do a hard reset. So it's going to make everything change. Or like I said, you could just go to your incognito tab and do that. All right. So just make sure to use an appropriate logo. The logo I made use of is really not a good one to actually make use of. You want to make sure to use a logo that has no background. All right, so I'm going to be opening one. I think I have one here. So I'm using this logo called Campus Care. All right, it's part of a class I had one time. Let me use it for all. All right, so just click on Save Changes. So basically, that's how to work on your logo. All right, and save your logo. So that being said, do well to hold on shift and just click on F5 to do a hard reset for that. You can see that our logo has actually changed here. So other things you could do is you could change the section header. All right. So section header basically talks about the heading on your site. All right. So you can see that hero under our hero. I'm not going to make so much changes. All right. So I'm going to leave them for you to do. All right. So you to decide. So first we have our hero section. So this is under the heading section. So that you will receive first offer, get 25% off now. Trust, all right, secured currency exchange. You could actually see it here, first offer. So if you make any changes here, so probably if I just delete this now and change it to now up, it's just something, just something there, all right, and just click on save changes. And if we refresh this, it is now up. It has changed here. So you could do a lot of that. All right, you could change it. You could change this, which is the subtitle, which is this. All right, you could actually change this, the short description, which is this below. You could actually change the button, which is get started, and change the link to something else depending on what you want. It is very flexible for you to change, and you can see that it's really simple. You don't need any technical skill. You don't need any other understanding or knowledge. All right, so you can see your email settings to be able to set up emails that you'll be sending to any person out there. All right, so you could test each email. You could see, test all of these and see how far it's working and all. So basically, this is how to set up this investment website. So I'm just going to go through the major process, which is setting up the exchange one more time for you to see, to have a proper understanding, and we'll call it a day. Don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon. But before I go, if you need an extra tutorial on how to set up this mail, do well to just click on this button and how to get set up, and you get a instructive video that will direct you through the process. All right. So in case you find it hard, don't forget to do that. All right, to set up the exchange proper. All right, so basically we're not going to be doing too much things. Okay, what we just want to add is we want to strictly add our wallet address that the money will be going to, and few information we want to give to whoever that's going to be paying. So first and first, we're going to be opening this. I'll just open it in a new tab, the two, so that I can do both at the same time in order not to take much of your time. All right, so just do well to still follow and keep following. Like I said, it's really truly simple. There's no big deal in it. All right, so if you want to set up an automated, so you can actually use an API, but basically I would want to do it manually. All right, so we have this here. So for this first one, I'm going to be going to edit the Litecoin, and for this other part, we're going to be editing the Bitcoin. Right. So basically, I'm not going to be using any real wallet address here. So do well to do that, right? So all of this has to be this. So you could just edit your address the way you know how to, basically. So make sure you put in the correct address, the correct wallet address for whoever you're building the site for. All right, you want to put in the address. All of the things I'm using here are just dummy. I'm not using any actual one. All right, so basically you could do well to go ahead and look at referral. It's easy to set up referral. It's easy to actually set up your payout method. So probably for people who has referred, all right, so in case if you people that have referred, you want to create a method where they can actually get their money, and their it's called payout, the actual payout. All right, so after saving these two, so we want to make sure that the name, right, send currency from, so you want to be in name, right? So who is sending this currency, let them type in their name. Who is receiving this currency? All right, the information should be here. So receive currency from, send currency from. So you want to do that, and you want to do the same here. All right, so yeah, included address. I'm just going to cancel this, and when you click save changes and save changes, do well to just go through it and do what that which pleases you. And another thing we noticed, okay, is that you want to make sure that your logo is as small as possible. If you use a bigger logo, it's going to obstruct your front end. All right, it's going to obstruct your front end, and trust me, you don't want that. It's good. This whole place is going to come down. So do well to use a very small logo size. All right, do well to reduce your logo size to a possible minimum. All right, so we want to go to the user. All right, the front end. Okay, so we were still logged in. So you could do well to check all the aspect of the user. But before then, let's go into making this transaction. So I'm going to be clicking one. All right, so I'm going to be exchanging Bitcoin for Litecoin. I'm going to be clicking on swap currency. Now you want to impute, I'm going to impute in Matthew. So you're going to proceed to change exchange. All right, so now sender information will be here. Okay, so first thing first is the first thing first, this is let's say you need to copy this address and send it. All right. So once you send it, you're going to click on proceed exchange. All right. So there's a few to input sender information. So sorry, I forgot to do that. So on this name for sender information, what you want to do is you want to make sure that the wallet, the name of the wallet, or the name that is going to be included in the transfer is here. So I've used Matthew. I'm going to use Matthew, and I want to click on process exchange. All right. All right, so basically you get all this. So you get this information and you get the details of your exchange, right? So both names, alright. So now after you've made the transfer, so you get your transfer ID and all of this. So do well to keep them safe. So after you've made this transfer, you click on the confirm transaction. Now, once you confirm transaction, it will alert the admin, right? So the admin is going to go into that place and see it. So basically, once you come here and you go to your dashboard, so you're going to see one exchange is pending. All right, you're going to see one exchange is pending. Then for the admin, once it comes to exchange pending, so it's going to see the exchange, right? It's going to see the exchange. It's going to see the exchange ID. It's going to see what the person requested for. He has the ability to approve this exchange. So you could actually see the details, right? The name of the person and all of the information of this user. He could do well to change the user details. You could see that the user has nothing in the account and all. Everything of this user is verified. You see all exchange. All right. So basically, you'll be able to see all of that. You'll be able to go into the admin as I did before more time. You'll be able to send, you can be able to send, look at all transaction log, payout history, and all of that. So basically, this is how this system works. All right. So this is how the system works. Do well. If you love this tutorial, do well to subscribe and do well to leave a comment below. All right, so do well to leave a comment below. If you need the script, just tell me about it. I'm going to reach out. You can just reach out to me and get it. And if you need further assistance or support, communicate to us and reach out to us. Thank you and do have a wonderful time exploring the script and approving and checking out. Any other information, do well to reach out to me. Thank you.